What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Wednesday, episode 470 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, who's not here today, but he will be back soon, okay? We'll have Mikey Over stopping by. Rumor has it Trent might be peeping on. Maybe we get a little LC appearance. Who knows what's going to happen on today's BTL today? All I know is that the squad ride last night was absolute agony. Agony. 2 words, chat. Agony. Write that one down. Look that one up in a dictionary, okay, will you? Pain, piss, you could call it. Hook, sure. I saw the hooks thrown around, so those would play as well. Just a moose shit bet. Had so many other winners on the boards. Shout outs to the Padres for caking that 2-piece on the books as well that I paired with fading Caitlin Clark, which was free last night. Let's go ahead and take a peep at that sharp report. Moose shit. Yep. Terrible bets. We got to be so much better, guys. The Vancouver-Edmonton first period under was a great look, to be honest with you. That was a great play, and so was the Judge and Clark fade. It was always fading them. Judge only got 1 total base. Clark, I believe, had 4 threes. She shot plenty of them and ended up going under by the hook. That's huge. W square there. PrizePicks combos. Nobody talks about them when they hit. They only bitch when they lose. There's a winner right there. Boom. Okay. Gosh, man, the Rays, they couldn't come through last night, but I have a feeling we might be talking a little bit more about the Rays in a couple minutes here, okay? Break out the wheel. God damn it. Oh, all right. Should have been the Knicks. I know. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. All right, we got YGF Taylor coming in, resubbing. We got Goots coming in.
With Jordan Westberg.
With the O's. No way. Holy smokes.
Let's go.
That's how you started out. It was always
That's
the
how you start off your Wednesday right there.
We got I Will resubbing as well during TMA. Love that. Let's go ahead and finish up this steamed crabs, and we'll bring on the squad, whoever wants to come up. Goots, we got a second for me to bitch about something? This should be good. All right, guys. Tristan Casas, we already know he's a weirdo. Okay, first team all weirdo in the MLB. This guy, he does one weird thing once a season, I feel like, and doesn't really do much production-wise. But we're here. Okay, Tristan Casas, who's, on the 60-day IL right now. During every pitch last night, this motherfucker was at the end of the dugouts, timing up pitches when he's still got, I don't know, like a month left on the IL. What are we benefiting from being that far away from the plate and timing shit up? Are you telling me that you can't just go take some cage work afterwards? You got to stand up in front of your fucking team and dance around during the entire game and stand in front of them and be a me guy? You can't just take that, business off to the side, maybe go to the cages, take some reps? I don't know. If I was a veteran on that team seeing this, I'd be like, what the hell are you doing, man? You can't sit still? I don't get it. So I would have called him out by the 3rd inning. I'd be like, sit your ass down, bro. Why are you fucking wagging back and forth in the fucking dugout like you're at home base? What are we doing? Tristan Casas, man. I feel like once a year, this guy does the weirdest shit. Yeah, and this guy had a perfect tweet. There's no way this doesn't become annoying if you're a teammate. And look, I'm first team all teammate guy. Okay, Coach's Award winner senior year of high school. Don't get me wrong. But I would have chirped the living hell out of this young kid, been like, what the fuck are you doing dancing around the dugout? You have 30 days left on the IL. You're not even close to coming back. Oh, you're playing tomorrow? Sure, okay. Maybe do some weird timing tricks or gimmicks in the dugout. Sure. You got a month left, my man. And this is the same guy who was doing shirtless yoga on the field a couple years ago. People forget that. It's like, dude, you can't throw on a fucking Boston Red Sox t-shirt? Like, this is going to be on TV. It's the only reason you're doing it, right? 100 other places you could be doing this. Tristan Casas on bobblehead night, he was so upset that he couldn't get involved in playing that game yesterday because he keeps getting hurt, that he had to make it about himself, dancing around in the dugout. I thought that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And this is probably close second right here, doing yoga shirtless on the field before a game. What the fuck are we doing? You play on the Red Sox. You don't play on the fucking LA Dodgers. I can't believe the fans allowed this. What are we doing? This is the same guy who said that he swung so hard a couple weeks ago, he caused an injury so bad that it was comparable to a car crash inside of his abdomen. Listen to this. This dude is clueless. No volume.
Yeah, the volume might be caked. It's not letting me.
Okay. Only so much we can do, Gates. Well, anyways, I'll recap this. I really wish we could play this, but that's okay, right? Our guy Cass is here talking about how he was swinging so hard and he's such a big guy that he had an injury comparable to a car crash inside of his body. Okay, this dude's really is starting to piss me off. Tristan Cassis, if you're going to act like this, at least be good. At least hit over 240. At least play. What are we doing? The veterans on that team allowing that? Come on, grow up. Give me a break. All right, let's move. Let's groove. That shit pissed me off yesterday. Let's talk about today. All right, we got some goats in queue. I see 2 of them lurking. Let's call them up. Let's see what they got. I want their opinions on the wheel. Let's get them up here for this. Mikey, Lauren.
Are we on?
Oh, we're on. Sure.
You like this?
What's up, squads?
We here?
How we doing?
Krabby.
You guys get to witness the worst part of the show that I created that I wish I didn't. The wager wheel. You guys
The
ready for
wager
this?
wheel? We can't see you. I wish we could see you.
Oh, you can't see me? Can you see the screen or no?
Well, just
Probably not.
announce whatever the wheel. What is the
don't
punishment
worry,
you're
you'll know.
not looking forward to?
Yeah, what do we have?
Oh, let's go. Okay, I can see now.
Well,
Okay, what?
we've got one chip on there, which is just ass.
We got to add one more
WNBA
as well.
Go Whale we need to replace as well, Goots. Because that started yesterday. PrizePicks specials, Meg, sure. There's one where I have to go out to the fields right outside my cribbo in a full baseball uniform and ask to celeb hit until somebody, lets me do it.
Can
That
I
one sucks.
suggest a
one
replacement in the wheel?
Please.
Yeah, we have two spots open, Mike.
All ears.
I think one of the spots should be in vintage Krabs green screen TikTok explaining why Aaron Judge is the best player in the MLB.
Dudes.
Like he has to like go into the stats and be like his on base percentage
With the jersey.
Yeah, with jersey on and explain why Aaron Judge is the best baseball player in the MLB.
That jersey's already burned. You know that. That jersey does not exist anymore.
I think I do still have the jersey, maybe somewhere. I don't know. I gotta check. I mean, that's a horrid punishment. Chat,
I
what do we think?
also was in the BTL chat commenting that Krabs should have to tail my full platter as a punishment.
Ooh, now do we have something on there already? Do we have to tell Bookit Squad or not yet, Goots?
Well, we have in the past, and it's already hip. We haven't added anything back yet.
Should we just do tail all Mikey's overs for the day?
tail the
The full plat, dude.
That'd be fire.
And I'm gonna get square with it.
The full plat,
You're
bro.
gonna hate it.
The full plat equals bankroll depleted.
We have to do that Aaron Judge talk. Have to do it.
Or something
All
like
right, put
Caitlin Clark. Take her
Let's
points
put
for like
those on
3
there.
games.
Ooh,
That'd be funny
we
too.
could do
Can
a
we get
Caitlin
a,
Clark one as well.
A 999 on the couch.
Oh,
See,
not
I'm
an-
not a believer in the old 999 on the couch trick. I think that's bogus. I think you're asking to rig it. You're asking for cheating. You're asking for people taking shortcuts. I don't know if I feel like it has to be done at the park. It's one of the hardest parts is the intangibles of dealing with being, in public and people
That's
watching.
true. That is true.
And being a fucking freak out in public in front of 40,000 people. I like the 2 that Mikey dished out. Let's do tail the full plat and let's do Aaron Judge slurp vid.
Yep,
That's
it's added.
absolutely heinous
It is on there.
for a punishment. They're both
You
on
ready
there,
to spin,
Goodsy. All right.
Krabs?
Yeah, spin that shit. We had a horrid day yesterday. Run it.
in that shit, DJ.
Spin
Big
that
Dubs
shit.
with an unreal chat. Run 1 mile every day until Trent hits a 4-man.
Bruh.
Jesus.
That's a good one. Keep that in the bank.
Gotta be
Oh, boy.
slim.
Goods to tell.
Oh,
Krabs what?
Krabby.
Which
Krabby, I
What's
got a
middle
card.
line?
Oh, it's Bet JJ. It's Bet JJ.
Perfect.
Jesus Christ.
What is it?
Bet JJ
Perfect.
McCarthy
Yeah, I
rookie
have
of
to
the
bet
year.
JJ McCarthy rookie of the year. Are you kidding me?
But what if he comes out and he's sneakily good? I don't like that as a punishment.
Chat, we're gonna do buying Trail's picks next week, okay? We want to do when Javon's back on here. That was a punishment from earlier this week. Yeah, he has to
That's
purchase
so
those
good.
with his hard-earned money.
That's so good.
We gotta add some more
Um,
immediate ones.
Immediate ones.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
rookie of the year is
Everything's
that's a
so like
sweat, dude.
long.
I know. I'm scared.
We're building up.
Picked a lot of things that were further away. All right, let's look up some odds for JJ McCarthy. Let's see
It's
what
got
he's
to be
even at.
plus. I'm gonna say 4,000.
Plus a bazillions.
I'm gonna say 4,000.
Let's see. Rookie of the year. Where are we at with this?
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think I have it on my end. That's okay. We'll find it though. 2 gloves at a baseball game. Yes, I have to do that next week, chats. Don't worry. Okay, we'll do that next week. I got to go to the Preakness on Saturday. We will do the 2 gloves at the game and those videos at an Nats game next week. Okay.
Dude, the Preakness is gonna be fun, dude.
It's supposed to rain. Anybody know any good mutters
Krabs,
out
what I
there on
tell
the
you, man.
track this weekend?
What I tell you.
Bean
Yeah,
boots.
Good said it's a good thing that it's going to rain.
I don't believe in weathermen.
That means it actually won't rain come
It won't
Saturday
rain.
because we're 4 days out, and the weatherman.
You
The only
just,
people
you
worse and have a lower success rate than Trent on his PODs, I think, is the weather people.
you just gotta believe.
It's
Gotta
like
believe it won't rain.
30%. Literally, it's like the easiest
Their new
job
shit.
ever. I don't know how they get away with it.
Calling the
Um,
weatherman giving the weather a POD is insane.
Bro, the weatherman PODs are hitting at like a 28% clip, Mike. I don't know how they keep getting away with it. Maybe they don't fucking know. Maybe it is that tough. I don't know.
That's
I'm seeing
horrible.
JJ is plus 800 to win the Rookie of the Year. Chad, I'll post a slip later today.
He's only plus 800.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, you just got like
That's
a
a
good
good sign.
bet.
He's got to
How is
have
that
the
a punishment?
thirds. I know we put that up there. Everybody was talking about how terrible he was and how bad of a draft pick it was, so we put it up there. I mean, he's not going to win. Caleb Williams is going to win.
Dude,
It's a
you never
donation.
know.
Damn
Or Jaden Daniels.
Or Jane
Or
Daniels.
Jane Daniels.
Lauren, I took your Rangers yesterday. That one hurt.
I'm sorry, Krabs. Like I was so confident, but they're winning today. If you want
They
to trust
kept
them again.
I do like them today. I'm with you. They kept coming back and leaving people on base. That game was annoying.
If it wasn't for Leiter being the worst pitcher I've ever seen, we win that game.
Yeah, he is moose shit. You guys are
Moose shit.
right. You and Primer were talking about he's only up because you guys needed arms. You needed some
Yeah.
innings, and that had to be true
Yeah.
with how bad he looked.
He's terrible.
Hey, the Nats are playing a day game. Patrick Corbin during the day against the White Sox.
Could that be
Patrick
a new
Corbin.
piece?
I like the under in this game, Mike. I know you don't love that. It's maybe a little Nats sprinkle, but
Okay.
Patrick Corbin during the day is the best pitcher in baseball. He always has been, always will be. I don't know what it is, but when the sun is out, Patrick Corbin shines the brightest. Okay. Garrett Crochet, this dude is coming off his best start of the season. I don't see a world where anybody on the Nats lineup fucking hits him today. I got to pull up this lineup for you guys. CJ Abrams is out today. They've got Ildemaro Vargas hitting in the 3-hole. You guys probably don't even know who that is. I'd be
Nope.
concerned if you did.
Nope.
It is a bad lineup for today. Let's pull it up. Oh, it's so bad.
Also, are we fading the Tigers today?
I saw Trent was taking them. I saw Miami won yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that trend, but they've won their like 44th game of the season the last 12 years in a row, which is maybe the weirdest stat of all time. But yeah, looking at this Nats game, it's going to soar under. This is the worst lineup I've ever seen. It's the worst lineup I've ever seen. They have
Worse
Keeper
than the
Ruiz, who's
Angels?
hitting-
Worst lineup you've ever
It's
seen.
worse than the
can't
Angels
stop
today.
it.
It's worse than the Angels today. They've got Keeper Ruiz, who's batting a $148, hitting in the 5-hole DHing today. Holy smokes. Oh, we've got our guy Nunez, who has yet to make a start this season, starting and batting in the 9-hole. I've never even seen this guy swing a bat. Who knows? He could be good. Probably not.
Krabs, you want my baseball
under.
PODs?
Sure. Spoon feed 'em.
You know you could get the Royals at plus chicken again today.
You can. You're going to fade your Mariners?
Dude, they're only my Mariners when Logan Gilbert's on the bump.
Okay.
And did you know you could get Cy Young candidate Marcus Stroman today as well?
I wanted to talk about Show because I think the Twins are fake sharp again like they were yesterday, and I actually think Stroman gets a win today.
Wow.
Hot take.
Wow.
That's
You're probably expecting me to say, let's take Pablo Lopez here, minus 135. Not today. Stroman, his PrizePicks squares look good. It looks like he's about to pitch better than he has been against this Twins lineup. And yeah, I think it's fake sharp again like it was yesterday. Everybody was on the Twins at like plus 100 yesterday. They got crushed. I think the Yankees win again today, plus money.
Dude,
Hate
I
to
like
say
that. Some plus chicken Yanks from
It'd be a
Krabs.
big day for
Hate to
you.
say it.
Be a big
Yeah.
day for me.
Might have to make
Krabs, did
that
you bet on
fucking
the
video.
Knicks last night, or were you being a bot?
I was being soft. I was going to bet on them, and then I hosted Surge Stream, and 7 people lined up all in a row and pitched the Knicks. So I said, I'm going to sit this one out and root for you guys. And it was
Could
a
you at
winner.
least take my Brunson PP square?
I did on PrizePicks.
Wow, let's go.
He was free. What do you have? 44?
Free.
He ended
40.
with?
44
piece.
ball.
We had
Under.
Ron come on yesterday, give a little bozo pack, I think with the Knicks and his alt line. Free.
Free, dude.
Air.
Free.
Yeah, great play. Hey, your Knicks. Don't let them get hot. It might be too late. You guys are up. What are you?
3-2.
3-1 in the series now? 3-2. Okay.
I'm back in Indiana. I'm not scared at all.
Yeah. Well, they're going to do that thing again where they go down 20-0 in the first.
Yeah, of
like they
course.
did at
Yeah.
the bar over the weekends.
Dude, it's what
game
they
you
do.
watched. Yeah, it's like their favorite thing to do. They crawl back into it.
They love it.
How are we feeling? Are you guys closing that one out?
Yeah, I
Or
think
is it
so.
going to go 7?
I think so. I think Indiana poked the bear a little bit too much in game 4, and then they came out in game 5 and got smoked. And then Jalen Brunson in the post game was like, nothing affects the next game. If you win by 30, if you lose by 30, nothing affects what happens in the next game. So like, I think they're going to go in there, just murder mindset. It's over.
I mean,
And he
Brunson's
looked
back.
full speed for the first time all series last night.
You look good.
Yeah, he did.
Dude. He looked good.
He looked like moose shit the last couple before that, but he looked like he returned to prime form last night. I don't see why they don't win and take the series out and take the Pacers out. So I think that series is done.
I agree.
What about the Nuggets? Nuggets beat the T-Wolves last night for the 3rd game in a row. LC, you catch those games at all? You've been watching any NBAs?
I didn't, but I think the Nuggets. I mean,
You think it's
I don't
done?
think the T-Wolves win another game.
might just
We were
be
talking
over.
about that earlier.
God,
I
it
think the
escalated so
Nuggets have this.
quickly. Everybody freaked out saying Anthony Edwards is Michael Jordan. The T-Wolves are going to win this series. They're going to win the fucking championship. And then they lose 2 games and everyone's like, all right, they have no chance.
Yeah.
And I'm in that group too. I don't think they have a chance anymore. It's just crazy how much it's flipped. Gosh, Jokic is back too.
Like,
Any
it's over,
PrizePicks
dude.
squares
It's
you guys
over
like
for
today?
Minnesota.
Did you
It's
guys
over.
craft up any squares? Or Mikey, did you get any squares out of LC for today?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
we did, and I wanted to tell you about it.
Give me.
Krabs. Square of the day. Marcus Simeon more than a run.
Ooh, player of the week, Marcus Simeon. More than half a run.
That is going to
Wasn't he
hit.
player of the week last week?
I have no
Let's see.
clue. Probably. He's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
You can count on him to get on base. Core is starting to heat up. Our whole team they're full of good hitters, so I have no doubt he
Ooh.
scores.
It's a good looking chart.
Remember what happened
Mhm.
last time we took that LC?
Air.
Electric.
Tell him, Goots. Air.
Electric.
Yeah, that was free. Total opened up at 9 in this game with, Gray on the bump, which I think is a great sign for runs overall
Mm-hmm.
in the game. And Carrasco is moose shit.
Moose.
Yeah, so I like that. Marcus Simeon, one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now. He's been doing a good job getting on base, taking great at bats.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be on base a couple times. Let's hope they can bring him home. Amen. Mikey, you got a square to pair that with?
Yeah, you're going to hate it, dude.
Okay, well, give me. Hey, I hated the DiVincenzo one off the rip, and that turned green.
Yeah, people forget, dude. We were in the bar cooked up with like 4-teamer, and mine was the only one that hit, and it was Dante DiVincenzo 20 ball, and Krabs was like, honestly, my least favorite is
What do you have,
Dante.
like,
And
37
Lauren literally
games?
asked
Like,
me,
most points
she
also.
goes, which one do you not like? I've never seen you put $50 on a parlay ever. You fucking hate that parlay.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, all right, I don't like this one. And then it was, of course, the one that fucking smacked.
It was just Dante to get a 20 ball, and he had 40 points almost.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
We talked about it. We know he's banged up, playing on one knee,
Mhm.
but Luka had 27.5 points after, and Lauren had, I think, the best analysis is Luka after a game where he blows it and is pissed off is when you get the best Luka, even if he's hurt or not.
Yep.
And his line has
Wow.
been moving. His last game, it was 28, and it went down a whole point. So, like, I think PrizePicks is even saying we're seeing the injury affect him. But, dude, you're telling me in a must-win game to come home to be able to close the series out in Dallas, he's not dropping 28?
Well, they're in OKC tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
But
If they
yeah, I
win
mean-
tonight, you get to close the series out in Dallas.
Yeah. Honestly,
that's
even
facts.
better.
That's a must-win game.
Okay. I like the square. I don't mind taking Luka buying low. Look, if he was a greened out gob, I'd be like, all right, I'm not in. But he's coming off his worst game of the playoffs. People are saying he's hurt. They're starting to question, right? OKC has more momentum now than they have all series after they closed out game 4. Electric. I mean, SGA might as well be a closer in the MLB the way he fucking closed that game out.
Insane, dude.
Nobody wants the Mavs right this second. This is when we hop back in. They win this series, right? I was thinking about taking the Mavs myself today, maybe on the spread, maybe ML, but might just wait it out and see if they lose this one and then grab them on the series price because I do think they win this series. I'm just a little bit worried about the game today on the roads. Either way, though, Luka Doncic, 30 ball.
Well, I think Lauren
Sign
talked
me
about
up.
it on the show. Do you want, like, about how they're just the better?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Mavs are. I think we all agree the Mavs are the better team. But yeah, like I was telling Mikey, like you want to take Luka when he's pissed off. They should have won last game. They literally lost it just at the free throw line. Yeah, he's gonna ball out.
He
I
did
like
miss
him.
that
I
free
like taking him
throw.
on the road too. It's a
He
hostile
did miss
event.
that free throw at the end. They could have
Yeah.
put that game into OT potentially. People forget that.
Yeah.
Shit. He's probably been thinking about that the last 2 nights.
Oh,
Okay.
for sure.
Just
But
think
yeah,
about it on the
Okay.
flight, dude.
yeah.
Huh.
People forget
Alright.
I quote tweeted his outfit for game 4, and I was like, this is just a game that you beat Oklahoma in, and he blew it at the free throw line. It's literally incredibly bad luck.
Yeah.
We got A Holtz resubbing. W.A. Holtz 6
Let's go.
months. W's. Love that. Love the class.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah.
Krabs, should we cook a PP entry?
I'm down. Well, we already got 2 legs. That's kind of what I was
Well,
working
we already
on. Maybe we'll
placed that
even-
one. So I kind of want to get in my bag for a BTL square.
Okay. Well, yeah, why don't we, if you guys have a 2-piece with that, let me lock that in, and then we can craft up a new Geyserman.
Is
I'm
Trent
sure
in
LC's
queue?
got one more square in her back pocket.
Do we have Trent in
Um,
queue to get a 4-piece, a BTL exclusive foursome?
Trent, back call.
He is not in queue.
Back call, Trent. Get your ass up here. I need a square.
He's probably getting another prostate exam.
Bad call, Trent.
Oh,
Bad call, Trent.
Jesus. All right, I locked in the 2-piece. LC, you got a backup square or another MLB square that you were eyeing today or thinking about taking? We
The
could
other
craft
one I
up.
like a lot would be Ottinger more than saves. Abs are gonna have to be ripping puck. It is a high
I love that
line,
one
but
too.
like they're gonna be ripping puck. They have to.
Ooh,
I feel like
it. I
just to
it.
go
It's
with
high.
that, Krabs, like the Avs are a team that when they need to rip puck and they're down, you can actually bet on them to rip puck. Like I feel like we like to be like, oh, they're gonna be ripping puck because they're down. Like the Avs are the team where like when you say they're coming out to rip puck, like they come out and just rip puck.
They
I mean,
should.
yeah, their offense is elite.
Elite.
Absolutely elite.
Fun
I
fact:
like
they haven't
that
led
square is
once this whole
high.
series.
But then they win.
Avs?
Overtime.
Wow.
Yep.
Is that series over tonight, Lauren? 8 p.m. Eastern.
I was telling Mikey,
She's
like,
scared.
yeah, I'm a little scared. It feels too good to be true. I hope so. I mean, we are the way better team again. They haven't led a second in the series. But I'm a little nervous tonight. I'm a little nervous.
Okay. Yeah. Chat saying Avs are dead. That's never a great sign. They might have one more in them. I mean, either way, you're in a great spot, though.
No, for
Stars
sure.
up 3-1. They have to really fuck this one up.
Yep.
Jake Ottinger, more than 27.5 saves.
Yeah, it's high, but again, they have to rip puck.
Dude,
Well, it's
they're
high
in
for a
like the
reason.
Avs are in desperation mode.
Yeah.
You haven't
yeah,
led
they're gonna
once
come
all
out
series.
hot.
You got one in overtime. Now you have to go into Dallas for the fate of your season. Like you're letting it go. Pulling goalie early, getting shots on.
All right,
Yep.
I'm in. Jake Ottinger, more than 27.5 goalie saves. These have done us very well on BTL over the recent weeks, knock on wood. So, LC, sign me up. I've got a square.
Let's
Mikey,
go.
if you're still crafting, I've got one there that I want to pitch you guys.
Mhm.
Patrick Corbin is
Mm.
pitching today. Already mentioned it. Patrick Corbin during the daytime is Prime DeGrom. At nighttime, he is Cal Quantrill. Patrick Corbin is pitching today, and what his biggest asset is to this team is he's literally an innings guzzler. Okay, right now we've got a lot of young arms. They're not going deep into games. Our bullpen is getting taxed. The bullpen's already not that good. We don't have that many good arms to go around. And after yesterday's doubleheader, plenty of those guys were utilized. Okay, their bullpen is already short-staffed, and now Patrick Corbin's tasked with today's matchup against the White Sox. I think they leave him out there to dry like they do 9 times out of 10 anyways today. I think whether he pitches well, whether he pitches good, or absolutely terrible, as long as he doesn't give up like 7 or 8 runs, a crooked number type, they're going to keep his ass out there because they have to. And that's why this number's so high. And I also love looking at all his squares up there on the boards. It's looking like Patty C is going to have a pretty solid day. Totals down from 7.5 to 7. For some reason, when he pitches, good things happen. And I think Patty C has one hell of a start on the road during the day today and pitches 6 full innings, whether he gives up 4 runs or 1. Doesn't matter.
And Krabs, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cake the slip because it's Stroman more than 4.5 strikeouts today.
I don't hate.
I think he's gonna K them up.
Strikeouts.
I think he's going to K him up.
Let's look at it.
He's
Let's
just
look
hurt
at
me
it.
so many times.
So many
dude.
times, dude. So many times.
But there were some squares that I was looking at up there where I was like, Stroman's probably get a deal today. Let's pull him up. 4.5 strikeouts you like. He had 5 in that last game. He's going against the Twins, who like to put the ball in play. His fantasy score, 22. Why don't we take his fantasy score and hope he gets a win? Do
Yeah.
you think the Yankees win this game?
I do think the Yankees win this game.
Okay. I would be more inclined to take that and potentially get a quality start or a win out of them when everybody
Okay,
and their
we can take
mother's on the
fantasy
fucking
score.
Twins once again today. Do you have
And
any
someone in
qualms
chat
with
did
that
say
pivot?
he isn't a big strikeout guy for what it's worth. That
No,
doesn't
yeah,
mean
we
he
can
can't
take
get
it.
him,
No,
but
I'm good. I'm good with when the council comes together and is like, yeah, let's just take a different one. Like, I'm good.
I can get on
pivot.
board for that.
22. I like that. Look at that chart.
Look,
He has been
He's been
mushed.
moose. I know. But it's a good sign that that's high with how, or look a little higher than he's been pitching with how well the Minnesota bats have been looking, especially after yesterday too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
feel
people
like
are
he's
saying
gonna do
that's
his
a
job
great sign.
today. I think it's a great spot. Okay.
Great spot.
And yeah, not a big K's guy, I know, and he's facing a team that likes to fucking put the ball in play and hit little dinkers like the Nats. So I think that's a W pivot. Right now we've got Patty C, more than 17.5 pitching outs. Marcus Stroman, more than 22 fantasy score. We've got Jake Ottinger, more than 27.5 saves.
I think we got to diversify portfolio for a 4-piece
That
and
sounds
agree
good.
on an NBA player.
That sounds good.
You want to try to find an NBA geyserman?
I think just to
I do
diversify
like those
portfolio.
What
Or
are
do
you
we want
thinking,
to
LC?
skip
Do you
that
wanna
3 guy?
keep it a 3-piece, or do you want to make it a 4 geyser?
I just feel like just diversifying the portfolio.
Why not both?
Yeah, we could do both. You could do 3 and then
we could do both.
Kyrie 3 is a 2.5. When is he gonna start busting?
You know, I do have an NBA square, but you guys might not fuck with it.
Oh, here we go.
You want to hear the sell job?
It's gonna be like Lou Dort less than a steal.
Gates, there's a tweet in the outline for Jason Tatum if you want to pull that puppy up. Rumor
down to
has it
fade
Jason
Tatum.
Tatum has not smacked his 2.5 threes line ever.
Oh my god, it was coming,
dude,
dude.
that
I
was
Literally
knew
ever.
it was coming, dude.
Jason Tatum is
Oh.
juiced to the over minus 120 to go more than 2.5 threes on the books. I think he's banging them today. I think that series is done. I think the Celtics absolutely emasculate the Cavs. That spread is ginormous for a playoff game. I don't care that they're up 3-1. I don't care that the Cavs have guys hurt. Doesn't matter. That spread is hilarious. The total's on the way up. I think Tatum, he's a very big, he's got to be a fucking social media guy. He gives me those vibes at least. You're telling me he hasn't seen the people chirping? You're telling me he hasn't seen the people talking about him not being able to cash his fucking 2.5
He hasn't seen
threes?
that graphic. Come on.
He saw the
Hasn't seen
graphic.
that exact specific graphic.
He saw the
Either way, people are talking, and I think Tatum silences those haters.
And you know, Krabs, I wouldn't want the 4th piece to be anything other than a classic Krabs. I mean, that's the most classic Krabs square on board.
I don't know. LC might want something else in that.
I don't mind it, Krabs, but have you seen Horford's threes line?
I'm also down to talk about other squares too, 100%. Let's look at.
I don't mind this. I love a full red
Whenever
gob.
Lauren pulls out just the most random NBA guy, you might just want to click the button.
This is
What
from
are we
a
looking
Han.
at for Big Al? Just points?
Threes.
Threes. Whoa.
It's a red gob, Krabs. So is Kyrie. The past 3, Kyrie also hasn't sniffed 2.5. There's a lot of 3s on the board.
Also, look at the odds for that.
Yeah, I am right now as we speak. Looks like he is up for a minus 105 to the over. Not ideal, but still weird ass square. I mean, Al Horford, all his squares look like he's about to do something today for the first time. His
He's
points are
doing
high
something.
with how he's been doing. You know, I wouldn't mind going with Al Horford's. I feel like he respects coins as well.
But Krabs, I want to trust you. If you like Jason Tatum, again, he's full red. I love that.
Let's see where the
Yeah.
odds are at for him. Minus 115 now. Back to
He's
even.
minus 132. I mean, holy shit. Like, come on.
Shit. Well, that's not right though. At least
that not right?
recently it's not. I'm looking at Green Book. It's minus 105 for the over 1.5 for Al Horford's. That's probably what it was an hour or so ago. But yeah, I think we stick with Tatum then.
Okay.
If Horford was still, juicy or wasn't, getting steamed to the under there, I
Right.
think we pivot there. But let's go with the Tatum square. He's due.
He is due.
Do.
I can
He's
get behind
due.
that.
Do. Also, the BR betting graphic, classic. Their only form of content. The guy cashed out on his big parlay, so they're in Moose trying to find content. So if
I
Jason
picture
Tatum,
them like holding the guy
nails
at
3.
gunpoint behind them, being like, "Can you make another fucking video, man?
You're
Make it
not
up.
cashing
Hurry
out.
up.
You're not cashing out.
You cash out, you're dead. You hear me?"
They just made a call. They just made a call. Hey, Mac. Hey, Mattress Mac. We know that you're a Houston guy, but Dallas is pretty close to Houston. You should put
Bro.
$4 million on the Mavs to win the NBA championship so we can have content for another couple months.
Fact.
Mattress Mac, we're gonna need you. We're gonna call you back up.
My beef
Right,
with
our
BR
bid's-
betting
our
is
bid's over,
literally
we
going
gotta
to go
bring you
down
in.
the hall. I hate BR
Um,
betting so much.
Tatum's 2.5 threes.
Dude, that's kind of a sexy 4-piece. Like, I feel
That's
It's
like
all
so
more
hot.
thans too. People forget.
it's
all
kind of.
more
Well, let me ask you guys.
Sure.
Do we like Ottinger more than Marcus Simeon run? I like both. Simeon is my square of the day. Whatever you guys are feeling though.
I
the chat.
locked in Adi.
Okay.
I also
'Cause
have
just
that two
feel
piece.
like I love the narrative because I'm also going to be on the over, so that just might be selfishly. But if we want to go to Simeon just for the 4-piece,
I mean, that one just makes so much sense. Like,
So much
Avs
sense,
have
dude.
to rip Puck. So it makes
I think we keep it. We
Okay.
already locked in the two piece.
Yep.
We'll put out this 4-piece. Bada bing, bada boom.
All right.
Well, you think about this also, the Oilers, I would say, are comparable to that Avs offense. The Oilers last night ripped 30 SOGs in a must-win game and loss. Like, I could also see that happening with the Avs. They ripped like 33 SOGs and the Stars win.
Yeah.
This play's never going to be dead because they're going to be ripping, pulling the goalie super early
Yep.
in that third period if needed, if they're down.
And
so-
ideally, we score first, which would be just
Ideally. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't have the Avs up big. That would be moose.
Yeah, we got to root for Dallas for this. Yep. Which I'm cool with. All right. I like that 4-piece. Any other plays on today's MLB slate before I dive into the sharp report, guys, that you want to leave the people with? Anything we're thinking about today? I know, Lauren, you mentioned your Rangers. Mikey, you mentioned your Yanks today.
Yeah, I'm dropping
You
nuts
guys
on
Stroman
Yanks.
on the bump. What is your Mike? What's your favorite play right now on the board for MLB?
On MLB, dude, I love the Yankees, but I mean, I feel like just because it has been a cash cow, I don't think you could go wrong with the Royals at plus chicken or the Phillies minus 1.5. Like, I've been nuking those the past week, and the only reason that I've been up on the book is MLB taking the Royals and the Phillies every single day.
I mean, yeah, the Phillies win every fucking game. It's so annoying, but it's true.
Like every game.
They do.
Every game.
They're on Fuego. They got Ranger Suarez up. He's
playing
been on
for Bryce
fire.
right now.
Yeah, dude. Bryce leaving with a
Playing
migraine
for
after getting
Bryce.
pinged in the head. Give me a break.
Okay. And then what was the third play you mentioned? You talked about the Yanks. You talked about the Phils. You said the Royals.
Yeah, the Royals.
The cash
Like,
cow
just
COD Royals.
like, dude, they're just one of those teams. I don't know what it is that every time I click that button and I check the box score, they've won. Doesn't matter if they're plus 150, minus 140, minus 110, plus 105. Like, they just win.
They win. That's baseball.
It's baseball.
Fully sharp.
That's baseball. Yesterday, they were like, what, plus 150 and they won?
Yeah. Absurd. I mean, yeah, look at the teams who are, most profitable in baseball this year. They're like the shittiest ones you could think of. It's like the Nats, the Royals, fucking Tigers.
Gross.
It's all these teams who are plus chicken every day who have, hovered around 500. It's impressive. All right, we've got games starting up right now. Pittsburgh, Milwaukee is active. Miami, Detroit active. Toronto, Baltimore, we already know is going on. O's are still up 1-0. W Goots.
Let's go, Goots.
Nats game starts up here in about an hour, chats. Loving that under. Okay. Why don't we hop into the sharp report? Mikey, Lauren, as always, appreciate you guys coming on. Feel free to hop on tomorrow as well. We'll be seeing. Good luck out there. I locked in this 4-piece and that 2-piece you guys crafted up on TMA, so keep killing it. I'll meet you guys at the cash counter.
Let's go, Krabs. Let's go, chat.
Appreciate you.
We'll bay. W's, guys. All right, let's lock in. Let's get you guys some winners for today. W Mike, W Lauren for stopping by. Love that shit. Let's talk about some sharp reports for today. Why not us? Why not us? Already sold a couple of these. The Patty C more than 17.5 pitching outs. I am obsessed with today. That Nats under is now at 7, probably because the lineup the Nats put out today is the worst I've ever seen in my life. Do you guys want to see this fucking lineup? Look how bad this is. I'm going to send this to Goots right now in the private chat. Look how bad this fucking lineup is for the Nats. I'm going to go over this for you guys and tell you exactly why they are not scoring any runs today against Garrett Crochet. And Goots beat me to it because he's a fucking beast. Let me tell you guys why. Okay, they got no CJ Abrams in the leadoff spot, which is the biggest mistake. I know he's been slumping a little bit recently, but I don't think pulling him, giving him a day off is going to really help with his confidence, right? As soon as they chirped him for pulling the ball too much, he's been hitting like moose shit for the last 2 weeks. Ridiculous. I don't get it, but he's out of the lineup, our best player. Great. That doesn't help the over. You start out with Jacob Young, who I don't think I've seen get a hit in 2 weeks. He was hitting 330. Now he's hitting 263. This dude stinks. Fastest guy in the league, best base runner in baseball if he can get on base. He's got to fucking get on base, though. Senzel hitting in a 2-hole should be illegal. Somebody should go to jail for that. Like, what's registering in Davey Martinez's brain where he goes, oh, yeah, let's mix the lineup up a little bit today and put Nick Senzel, who either strikes out or hits a home run, in the 2-hole where we need somebody to put the ball in play, make contact, and hopefully move the runner over, or even drive home, Young after he gets a single and a steal. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That is the worst part of this whole lineup. And we're only at spot number 2. We've got Ildemaro Vargas hitting in the 3 hole. Ildemaro Vargas has been hitting pretty well this year, I will say. I'll give him that. He's hitting 313. Don't get me wrong. It's never really a nuke or a hard hit ball, but he knows how to put the ball in play. He's a professional hitter. But hitting in the 3 hole, sheesh. That doesn't sound good. Joey Meneses, I've never seen a hit ball more than 50 miles an hour. Joey Meneses is the luckiest hitter I've ever seen in my life. The fact that he's hitting 231 is a blessing, and I'd like to know the prayers he's saying before bed because I need to get involved. I need to get involved. They're working. They're working. Joey Meneses hitting in the 4 hole, I mean, that should legitimately be illegal. He has the least pop on this team, and he's hitting in the 4 hole. Who was building these lineups, bro? Who was building these lineups? You fucking giving the lineup sheet to a kid walking down the fucking street on the way to DC? He's scribbling with a crayon, putting down random names? What are we doing? 4-hit night last night. I know, Kish. I watched the games, but he's moose shit. Okay? I know more than you about the Nats. Hate to say it, but it's true. Keibert Ruiz is not catching because he's getting punished for costing us a 3-run nuke last night, by the way. And I need to show that to you guys, too. This is a perfect segue. Holy smokes. What a moose shit play by Keibert Ruiz last night that cost us a 3-run nuke. I'm going to show this to you guys. Absurd. I got to scroll through some of this stuff. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Goots, I'm going to text this to you, man. I'm going to text this to you. Just the fastest way. Check this out, guys. Last night, Keibert Ruiz, the worst defensive catcher I've ever seen in my entire life. Not even trying to frame these pitches. Not even putting in any effort whatsoever. The umpire calls the pitch a ball. It's a 1-1 count instead of 0-2. The next pitch is a nuke. 3 runs. The Nats lose game 2. Eric Fetty masterclass. Shout out Eric Fetty, by the way. He shoved it down our throats last night. Shoved it down our throats. Look at this catch. Not even trying to frame it. Lazy as shit. Knee down. Not giving a hoot. Not locked in. Lazy catching. Frame that shit, Keibert. That's why you're not catching today. Maybe you'll learn from your mistakes. We've got a guy hitting 140, DHing, who's typically our catcher, but he's so bad at catching, he can't even do that now. Great. Let's go back to the lineup. We're not done. We're not done. Nope. We're not done. Riley Adams. Great. He's getting he's catching today. Actually, I think he might have some success against a lefty. He's the only one in this fucking lineup that can. Trey Lipscomb. He's actually had a pretty good day the last couple games, so I'm not going to bitch about him, but that dude is just Keibert or Ke'Bryan Hayes in a Nats uniform. That's how he plays. Can't hit the ball hard. Robles is no shit. Get him off the team. Nunez, Rule 5 player we brought over from the draft. Could have gotten a lot of other great players who were already playing around the league. We took Nunez, who has yet to make a start. This is his first start of the season. He's only been a pinch runner for us. Don't know why we took him. If we weren't going to use him in the Rule 5 draft, I guess we're using him tonight. The guy's 150 pounds soaking wet. What's he going to do out there? Nothing. This is the worst lineup I've ever seen in my life. Holy smokes. This game's going under. If that wasn't clear, I just went over every single player on the Nats and why they're not getting a hit against Crochet. That game is soaring under, ladies and gents. Soaring. Okay? I need to make sure I get that in. Tampa Bay on the MLs. Listen, guys, the Rays fucked us last night. It is what it is, but I'm a Taj Bradley believer. I really am. And I'm not a Tanner Hoke guy. I'm not going to let Tanner Hoke get away with it. I'm not going to let Tanner Hoke bully me around. I'm not going to let Tanner Hoke get the better of me. I'm not going to let him win. Okay? Great scene from Breaking Bad. I watched it the other day. I'm rewatching it again, whatever. When Walt calls his wife and he's like, yeah, I won. Hangs up the phone. Yeah, I'm not letting Tanner Hoke win. He's been winning so far this season. Cannot let that continue. He's got a 2.24 ERA. He's pitching at home again tonight. Who wants to fade him? Nobody but me. Has to be done. I love the way the Rays bats have looked. I love the way the Rays bats have looked, even in that loss yesterday. Even in that loss. I will take my chances with Taj Bradley, the better arm in my opinion, at plus chicken on the road in Boston. They've struggled against Boston recently. I think they get their lick back today. They get their lick back today. All right? Rays on the ML. We got Dead Larry Bird on them in chat. W's. Love that. Cam's asking, are you going to the Preakness? Yes. Me and Goots will be going to the Preakness. W's. So yeah, if anybody's going to be in Baltimore, let me know. Would love to link up. If anybody's got any horses that they think are winning, there is some rain in the forecast, but that could be a good thing because we're 4 days out. The weatherman stinks. So who knows? Right? Who knows with that? But we might have to pick a mutter. Straight up. Start capping, chat. Find me some winners. Colorado, Dallas, under 6.5. Look, I know Jovan's golden words. Don't take it under in a game where there's elimination on the table. I don't really care today. Doesn't matter. I'm betting every under in this series until one of the games goes over. I've had good success with this recently. I'm going to keep betting it. I love that the juice is loose on this under. You look at this series, you look at these two teams. What do you expect? What's the first thing that pops into your head? It's goals. It's goals. 2 words. Goals. Okay, plenty of them. Last couple games, last 2 to be exact, have both soared under after the first 3 soared over. Okay, 2 games ago, the under was so sharp it smacked. Last game, the under was so sharp it smacked barely. I'll tell you what. If they couldn't score more than 6 goals in the last game, they're not scoring more than 6 goals in this game. No chance. They had so many fluky goals in that game when it got to 5-1 late. If they couldn't put 7 in the net then, they're not putting 7 in the net tonight. Even with their elimination on the line, I don't care. Dallas is going to come out. They're going to park the bus. They're going to play defensive. They're not going to be in a rush to score. They're going to be milking clock. And Colorado, they might come out a little too jacked up. Give me the under in this game. Splits look great. I'm going to keep betting the under in this series until we see a game go over after the first couple did, and then we saw the last 2 soar under. I still think this is the sharp play. Love the steam. Love the juice. Minus 125 some places now on this under. Great sign. Great sign. Krabs got to consider Dallas being up in an early goal. I know. I am considering that. It is what it is. I'm still taking it. I understand. It's 2 empty netters is practical. We had 2 empty netters in the last game. We might have had 3 in that last game, and it still only had 6 goals. I still like this under. I'm not worried about the empty netters, the bullshit at the end. Does not matter. Does not matter. Okay, they pulled their goalie with 5 minutes. The score is going to be 1-0, 2-0 at that point. I'm not worried about it. Okay? W, Ronan, Gab coming in, dropping a follow. I appreciate that. Guys, you know you can always watch on YouTube and Twitch as well. Just make sure you're in the Twitch during the squad ride towards the end of the show so you can get your vote in. That's all I care about. All right, guys? Those are the straight bets. Already sold the Patty Corbin one, but if you missed it, I'll give you a quick sell job here. All right? Patrick Corbin, more than 17.5 pitching outs. Not only is the bullpen absolutely gassed from yesterday, doubleheader, but their bullpen already sucks to begin with. And what is Patrick Corbin's main job right now in 2024? It's to eat up innings. He's an innings guzzler for this rotation of all young guys who have great stuff and have good success, but they don't have guys who go deep into games. Patrick Corbin is that guy. He's the opposite. He stinks. He gives up runs, but his arm is like a fucking wet pool noodle at this point. Nothing's changing. Doesn't matter. You might as well get all the miles you can out of it every start. We're paying him millions and millions of dollars. He's one of the highest paid pitchers in baseball. You might as well use the shit out of that arm and save our bullpen if we can. Either, whether he gives up 1 run or 5 runs, I still think Patty C will be pitching this game through 6 because of how depleted our bullpen is from yesterday and how already shitty they are. Patrick Corbin, side note, he's actually looked sharp recently. He's looked okay. He's looked better. That's a great sign. The total's on the way down. It's already low as shit. Patrick Corbin pitching during the day is a monster. He's a maniac. Absolute maniac. Love the under in this game, and I love Patrick Corbin to go more than 17.5 pitching outs today. Love it. Okay? Patty C. Nerfy. See, the Nerfy is sketch because Patrick Corbin, if he does give up runs, they're typically in the first, I feel like, but that has not been the case this year. That's been the case for him over his career. This year, it's been a little flipped. He's been nails in the first. I just want to stay off any Nerfies or Yerfies involved in Patty C. Straight up. Patrick Corbin to the Nats is what Ben Simmons is to the Nets. Yeah, but did the Nets make him the highest paid, pitcher or highest paid, position player at his position at the time of giving his contract? I don't think so. It's way worse than that. At least they weren't paying Ben Simmons $1 bazillion, right? Probably still paying him a lot, but not like Patrick Corbin-esque. He's one of the richest pitchers in baseball, guys. Crazy. He sucks. Not today. He deals today. If he throws over 4 Ks, he's going 6 innings. What? No, I don't take his case. You never know what Patty C you're going to get. So you're going to get the slider Patty C. You're going to get the fucking changeup Patty C, the new sinker Patty C, or the cutter, sorry, not sinker. Who knows what you're getting? Who knows how good his stuff's going to be? Stay away from Patty C's strikeouts. Stay away from him. Lol, his ERA is not on the road. All right, number 1, let me see your overslip. And number 2, that is true. He is mooshed on the road. But why is his total down to 7 now? If he was going to get lit up today, that total would be at 8, 8.5. like the other games in the series were. Come on. We know this, guys. We read lines. We bet lines, not teams. We use our brains. We're smart. We don't take simple-minded things that anyone could come up with, in 3 seconds. Right? We're smarter than that. Jason Tatum, more than 2.5 3-pointers made. Listen, we talked about it when the squad was up here. I'm going to reiterate it. Jason Tatum is banging 3 threes tonight, and I've already seen it. Jason Tatum is a petty guy who I feel like, after these post-game pressers, has been bitching, he's been whining, he's been moaning after these losses, or after the one loss, right? But I think he's probably heard some of these chirps about him not making threes either. Maybe he hasn't seen the graphic. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody sent it to him or showed it to him, right? People are talking about this. Jason Tatum has not cashed his threes line in the playoffs in his last 9 games. Crazy. That is an absurd trend. And you're telling me the juice earlier today was minus 120? I know it's minus 115 now. That's probably because everybody's nuking the under. It's hit the last 9 times. Sure. No way Jason Tatum hits this today, right? I think he hits this today and closes up the series, and they destroy the Cavs. He hits this in the first half. Jason Tatum, if they had a fucking demon out for his threes, I would take it. Let me know. He's banging them today. These reporters are dumbasses. They ask him what it's like scoring 30 points. Okay. Unbelievable. He's going road today, and the Nats are winning. Give me the Nats ML. I don't hate the Nats ML either today. I don't hate the Nats ML either. I just hate how they're getting reverse steamed. I hate how the White Sox are catching steam, but it's probably because Crochet is literally going to throw a no-hitter against the Nats. They saw the lineup, right? The odds maker saw that lineup come out 30, 40 minutes ago, and the line has moved ever since because that lineup is probably the worst we've seen all season in MLB.
They have a demon up for Tatum, 3.5.
3.5, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
W Gates. I'm going to sprinkle on that. Thoughts on Tatum, chat? 2.5 threes. Let me know. Do you guys like that square? Is it too cute? Is it too forced? Am I still taking a goat more than? And, they got me bamboozled? Are they about to steal my coins? I kind of like it, to be honest with you. I kind of vibe with it. If you think he's hitting 3, then he's hitting 4. Yeah, I might as well just take the fucking demon, right? Last game started 2 for 2 and then 2 for 10. That's impressive. If he does that again, I will charge it to the game. All right? Dubs, let's keep moving and grooving here. We still have about 30 minutes. Sure. Still about 30 minutes. Also, I want this on record. I cannot wait. And guys, Jovan will be back on Friday, okay? He'll be back on Friday. I cannot wait for this Rangers and Carolina game tomorrow. I cannot fucking wait. I'm back in. Okay? Look, Carolina, you guys know the drill. You guys are all my OGs. I don't have to fucking tell you, but nuked Carolina to win this series. Nuked Carolina the first couple games in this series. They lost all 3 in OT. Moose shit. Quail meat. Can't really draw up a worse beat than that. Can't. Okay? Game 4, don't nuke them. Of course they win. Game 5, don't nuke them. Of course they win. Can't fucking make it up, huh? Now they're laying minus 170 tomorrow at home against the Rangers. That's a fat line. Holy smokes. Total's at 5.5. The under is absolutely loose. The juice on the under is absolutely loose. Minus 121 now on that under consensus. That smells like a Carolina Game 7 coming up to me. That sounds like that game's going Game 7. That series. Holy smokes. Santander hurts? No. Dude, are you watching?
I can't. It's fucking blacked out. I got to go to my cable. But that ain't in here.
You have Xfinity?
No, I have YouTube TV.
Oh, shit. You don't have
But
the app? Oh, wait. They don't have local
They don't
channels
have
on YouTube
Masson
TV.
on YouTube TV.
How do you watch it?
On Masson on my cable box, which is not in this room. So,
Oh.
Yeah.
Cable box isn't YouTube TV, though, is it?
no, it's just Verizon.
Oh, it's Verizon's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you have Xfinity,
I'm not
you
using
can
these
stream that shit.
bullshit, dumbass. No, they give me 8s. Not doing that.
Okay.
Not using mysteries.
Weren't the Rangers up 3-0 as well? Yes, they were the big bats.
What happened
Yes,
to
they were.
Tony, though?
Yeah, he slid into the wall with his foot and rolled his ankle trying to make a catch.
Great. Michael Sauer season, I guess. He's good now.
Okay.
He's probably fine.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
ain't
let's
soft
hope he
like
doesn't
Aaron
get fat,
Judge.
happy, and complacent out there. Let's hope he shakes that one off.
Yeah, I hope so.
Let's hope he shakes that one off. There you
Yeah.
go, Sleeping Jimmy. He's too good for the streams. Well, if you don't want to use a virus, link, I feel like that's fair.
It
And
should be
GG.
fair.
Can you explain the Rockies being the best offensive team in baseball? Yes, I actually can, a redhead. So baseball is a weird sport. Baseball has the longest season out of any sport by far. Baseball has the highest variance, in my opinion, out of any sport because you have 162 games, 9 innings per game. A lot can happen. A lot of players are playing. A lot's going on. There is more variance in baseball than any other sport, in my opinion. It's not even close. Okay? So when teams get out to moose shit starts or teams get out to great starts, when the Rockies started out with the worst record in baseball for the first month or two, whatever it was, you knew they were going to come back to earth a little bit, or at least come back to a law of averages here, baseline, and play a little bit better over the coming weeks. Because even the worst teams in baseball still win 3 or 4 games out of 10, right? Even the worst teams in baseball, you check the standings at the end of the year, once they have the full year sample size, and it's not as variant as it is right now, even the worst teams in baseball win 40% of the time. Best teams in baseball win 60% of the time, 65 maybe now. That is a short window between the worst and the best teams, aka anything could fucking happen on any given day, and any team could go on any type of streaks for a week, 2 weeks, even a month, shit, and it's not actually a representation of how they play or how they are. Okay, the Rockies, they were not as bad as they played for the first 2 months of the season. Now, they're not good, okay, but law of averages, regression, positive regression, if you want to call it, they came back down, or they came back up to earth a little bit, and now they're playing a little bit better because of their moose shit start, all right? That team is terrible. They're going to cool off. I'm not going to fade them right now because they're playing the moose shit Padres who don't respect coins, and I already lost enough last night on them. I'll sit back and watch and see what happens. They're still professional hitters, like Elliot's saying in chat. That's facts. But there's so much variance in baseball, guys. And that's why you should never nuke anything in baseball. That's why you should never have more than a couple of units on a play in baseball. Because the best fucking pitcher in baseball could go out there and get yanked in the second inning when he has his one bad start of the season. You forget about it so quickly because there's so many games, so much action, so much talk. The longest season of all fucking time. You forget about those bad starts mixed in, but even the best players have a bad start. Even the best teams have bad weeks. Even the worst teams have good weeks. And right now, the Rockies are doing that right now. It's that simple. Okay? That's why baseball is so weird and cool, in my opinion. Brad is just getting his cheeks clapped? No way. Are you serious?
No. He let up the 2 runs.
Oh,
That's
it's a
about
run
it.
piece.
Those are at bat right now.
Okay, let's get it back, Goots. Boba Shat, he's
back.
been red hot recently. Got to give him that. Crochet Fantasy Krabs, I like that, Tyson. I like that play. Let's see what he's at right now. And, I even thought about taking his strikeouts, but the Nats, I know they strike out more this year, and especially against lefties, they do strike out a lot, but the Nats, man. The Nats put the ball in play. That's their middle name, right? Washington put the ball in play, Nationals. That's what they do. That's why I kind of wanted to pivot, maybe take his fantasy score, which I definitely like. He's got those duplicate demon walk squares up on the board as well. And I think he might walk a couple people. If I was the Nats hitting coach today, which, by the way, I thank God I'm not because that guy's a fucking idiot, Darnell Coles. Teaching everybody to hit ground balls and not play to their strengths. Just teaching everybody the same stupid thing. Lazy, complacent, fat, and happy. If I was a Nats hitting coach, I'd go up. I'd tell them, I'd say, take a pitch until you see a strike every at bat this game. When Garrett Crochet's in there. Get his pitch count up. Take a bunch of pitches, right? See some. Let this kid work, right? Let him prove to you that he's being accurate today because half his starts he's not. Make him earn it, right? And I honestly really like that more than 1.5 walks allowed square from Crochet. And the amount of people the Nats have been leaving on base recently and the amount of decent at-bats they've had getting on base, forcing walks, some of these veterans, but not capitalizing or hitting them home, right? I wouldn't be shocked if he smacks this 1.5 walks allowed square with ease early on in this game, leaves a couple ducks in the pond, and doesn't even allow any runs. I like that 1.5 demon square if you're looking for some juice on PrizePicks, some plus chick, okay? Loving that under in this game. I want that on record one more time before we dive into the rest of the slate here. Love the under in the Nats and White Sox. Loving it. Loving it. Runs are going to be very hard to come by. Nats usually have pretty patient bats. Yeah, because they suck, and their coach, I guess, tells them not to swing, which is good. They have been pretty patient recently. Okay, I know I was roasting Joey Meneses earlier for having no pop, but I do want it on record. He has put up much better at bats the last week or so than he has. I want him to turn it around. It's just like, he's not good. He's not good. We got the big bat coming in, resub and screw ads. Attaboy, big bat, drop that 5-unit whale, the $5 whale on the subby. Attaboy, fuck those ads, man. All right. Let's lock back in here. I want to go over the rest of these plays. Loving the under in Chicago today, guys, starting up in about 30 minutes. Do not miss that one, please. Okay? Let's keep moving and grooving here. Let me know what your favorite MLB play is on the slate today for me, will ya? Let me know in chat. What are you nuking today? What are you nuking today? Let me know. All right? We'll start out with Cincy and Arizona. We got Andrew Abbott on the bump, who's moose shit. We got Brandon Pfaadt on the bump, who's moose shit. I actually like Pfaadt, to be honest with you. I know his stats have been bad, but 4.6 ERA, Arizona, sketch balls, Cincinnati as well. These two teams should not be bet on. I'm just going to say it. I know we made out like bandits 2 nights ago on the Diamondbacks with a walk-off against Cincy in the first game of the series, but I'm telling you right now, Arizona is the play, but do you really want to lay minus 150? No, they should be minus 130. I don't want to fucking play it. Not with Pfaadt on the bump and fading Andrew Abbott. It's like you're either looking like the biggest fool on earth and he throws a 6-inning gem, or you're rich in the first inning already. I don't feel like dealing with it today. Blood pressure's already high enough. Okay? Keep me off that game, but I lean Arizona. I don't want to lay the juice with Arizona on minus 150. I don't think they're a good enough team for me to lay them on minus 150 right now. They're not. Okay, but I do think they win. Rockies and Padres. We got Gomber on the bump. We got King on the bump. We got a plus 200 line-ish for Colorado here on the road. 7.5 low total. Not really shocked after how useless the Padres bats were yesterday. It sucks because they were hitting rockets right at the guys. That's the part that sucks. You know? They were crushing the ball, warning track, or right to the dudes in the outfield. The Padres special. It's what they did all last season. The unluckiest team ever. Yeah, I'd say bet the Rockies until they lose. I'm going to tell you guys what I always tell myself every day when I'm looking at the MLB slate. If I bet like I did 2 years ago when I lost 40 units betting MLB, I would take the Padres in a 2-piece Bozo pack today. Okay, that'd be a crabby play from 2 years ago. And that shit loses. That shit loses. Just like I said Minnesota yesterday against the Yanks. Fake sharp, look at that fake sharp bump. That's a play I would have taken 2 years ago and lost coins. I've been so pissed. I would have came on here the next day and said, fuck the squares for making money on that. That was too easy. But I'm learning. And I know that you have to use half baseball brain and half sharp brain to bet MLB. We're learning out here. Okay? Although it looks like a crabby play, using the Padres as a lay piece with the Rockies on the 7-game win streak, it's not. And yeah, TJ Mixer, that was a mistake that I learned once again. A good reminder from yesterday. I know. Trust me, $250 down the drain. Boop. Gone. Wasted Caitlin Clark fade. SMH. Yeah, we're not doing that again. That was a good reminder yesterday from me. Do not fade streaks or trends in MLB. Do not fade teams on 7-game win streaks. You will lose money. I don't care what the line says. It doesn't work in baseball. It doesn't work. All right? So sprinkle on the Rockies ML or don't bet that game. Straight up. Royals and Mariners. We got Marsh on the bump. We got Woo on the bump. I like this Woo kid. I think he's got great stuff. I think he's got really good stuff. I like them against the Royals today. I'm not going to lie to you. I do. They're coming off that loss in that last game. Seattle, playing at home here where they're typically much, much better at home. Much, much better. Okay, betting on the Mariners on the road. Death wish. You're signing up for the worst night of your life. Okay? Are the Nats up to plus 151 as well? Dudes. That steam is crazy. It has to be with the lineup that came out, right? That steam is ridiculous, folks. Ridiculous. Didn't Woo have a shortened start last time? Yeah, he had a couple no-hit innings. Let's see. Yeah, he pitched 4 1/3, 1 walk, 3 Ks, 1 hit, 5 ground balls, 6 fly balls. Sure. I really like this Woo kid. I like his stuff. Now, he was super inconsistent last year. Krabs, do you like Nats under first 5 better than full game? No, I like the under in the game. I would just take the under in the game. These offenses are absolute quail shit. I would just take the under in the game. Gosh, man. The White Sox catching that much steam. I wonder if they're worth a look. Trent put 750 on the Tigers ML. Holy shit. And they're already down 2-0. Crazy how that works, huh? But again, like the Marlins, they finally won a game yesterday. Everybody wants to go back and fade them today. It's the easiest fucking move you could do. It takes 3 seconds to think of that. That's cake. That's cake. Don't fade shit like that in MLB. It doesn't work. I wish it did. If it did, I'd be rich. I would be rich. But it's not that easy, unfortunately. But that is a horrid sign for the Nationals today. Any Nats bettors? Who's paying minus 140 for the White Sox? How about minus 170 now, my man? That's what they're up to. Minus 170 on the ML. That is insane. Nats Nation today. Let's go, Paul. Yeah, it's taking every muscle in my body to not lock in some sort of White Sox play today. It's literally taking, my hand is like shaking right now. I want to fucking bet it so bad. But we can't. We can't. Because when I fade the Nats, they win. And when I bet the Nats, they lose. Just how it goes. Just how it goes. Okay? Golly, man. That's not a great sign for Patrick Corbin today, but I still stand on everything I said. I still stand on everything I said. I still believe in Patrick Corbin more than 17.5 pitching outs. I still believe in the under in this game. I do. Using cake as a bad terminology is not correct. Cake is a winner? Bro, where have you been? Cake is not a winner, my man. No, it's not, Becky. Trust me. You must be new here. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi coming in, resubbing. Let's have a day chat. Sure we can. Sure we can. All right? Your Nats are Trent's OKC bets. Yeah, literally. I mean, it's a very common thing, people not being able to bet their own teams. People should honestly not bet on their own teams. But I know for a fact I cannot. All right, but I do want to lock in this under before the juice gets any lower in this contest. Let's make it happen. And I'm talking about the sneak nuke. I already have 1 unit on it. Joey Meneses, anytime home run. Jack, he doesn't have the juice, man. He doesn't have the juice right now. I wish you were right, but he doesn't have it. Gosh, man, they are catching so much steam. That is hilarious. Poor Nats. Other than Nats get no respect ever, right? Who even knows if that's, legitimate steam? Who knows? I'm still sticking with that under. It's crazy how much it's gotten steamed, man. It's at 7 everywhere now. That's what I'm going to have to sneak nuke. That's okay. Let's keep powering through here. We still got about 15 minutes, guys. I want to talk about the Royals game. Hinted on it for a second. Didn't complete what I wanted to get over here, but loving the Mariners on the ML against the Trophies, who are still 8 games over 500. Got to respect it. They've got Marsh on the bump, who's 3-0 with a 2.5 ERA this year, but if you look at his PrizePicks squares today, I don't think he's going to have his best game of the season. I'll be honest with you. I don't. Get busy, dizzy. It's okay to make fun bets sometimes. 100%, it's always okay to make fun bets, as long as you're not putting serious coins on it. If your units are over $100, you should not be taking fun bets. Unless you're rich, obviously. But we got Marsh on the bump today for Kansas City. He's going to get destroyed. I love that this total is at 8 in Seattle. That's almost like a normal total being at 9. Okay, Seattle totals this high are hard to come by. An 8 total there is like a 9 total somewhere else. All right. Marsh is going to get destroyed. He's going to regress today. And Wu is going to shove for 5-6 innings, however long he can go. And that Mariners bullpen will take care of business. Give me Seattle on the ML. That's probably the squares play I will take or recommend all day. All right. I will be on the Mariners myself. The splits look weird. 29% of bets, 39% of handle on the run line. 47% of bets, 27% of handle on the money line for the Mariners. Huh. Is Ranger going to deal today? Probably. Dead Larry Bird thinks the Mets are scoring today, though. I don't have the cojones to fade Ranger Suarez today, especially with that total down from 8 to 7.5. I'm good. But I wish you the best. And anybody on KC, I wish you the best as well. Let's keep powering through here. We'll talk about the rest of these MLB games. We've got the Mets and the Phillies. Speak of the Devils. Look, I don't have the nuts to fade Suarez right at this moment. The sharp play, the nasty play is probably taking the Mets. I do still like this Mets team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they bounce back. I think Lashushki might be a little bit underrated, but I don't have the cojones to fade Ranger Suarez today. I know Turner Mac, I mean, if you look at that square, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take the more than today. It's the most popular square on the fucking board. But I'm not going to recommend to fade it. No. If you want to square up and take somebody's fantasy score today, take Garrett Crochet fantasy score. He's going to have an absolute day. Don't be surprised if he throws a no-hitter. I'm not kidding. Don't be surprised. Excuse me. Holy smokes. All right, let's keep powering through. I want to talk about the Rays real quick. Taj Bradley, this is on the Sharp Reports. I'm backing him and fading Hoke. That should be a good look. There's somebody in queue right now who I'm sure has plenty of opinions on Tanner Hook and fading him today. Honestly curious what he's on. I'm going to call him up real quick. Trenty.
Tens.
Sure. Clear as day.
W's. I'm
Good.
trying my best to recover from this fat donation I made this morning.
Okay. Hey, it's early. It's early, and that Marlins bullpen is the worst in the league. Okay.
Oh, they?
They're terrible, dude. They're terrible.
Was a good try, boys.
It was a good try. Yeah, go ahead and chalk it, whatever. You want to get involved in this Nats game starting up in 30? I wouldn't ask you if it wasn't a day game.
Yeah, you have a whale.
Yeah, I think I'm going to nuke this under 7 in the game.
That's a very
I also think the White Sox win. They're getting hella steam, but it's because the lineup that came out for the Nats is the worst I've ever seen in my life. So, Patty C, I think, will do fine. He always has magical powers during the day. Crochet might legitimately throw a no-hitter today. I'm not even joking. That's not a joke. Like, he might give up 0 runs in 7 innings with ease against the Nats today. They can't buy a hit against a lefty to save their life. It's the opposite of last year. Total's down from 7.5 to 7. It was already fucking low as heck with Patrick Corbin involved in the first place. So much steam towards the White Sox, probably because that lineup. They're up to minus 170 now. They were minus 130 a couple hours ago. I mean, if you need a winner, it's probably the White Sox. I'm not going to do it because we know what happens when I fade my Nats or tail my Nats, but I will take this under. Totals are a go. Totals are a go.
I'll tell you.
Under 7. Yep. And also the Mariners are winning today at 4 my time, 3 your time. So keep that in your back pocket. That's more of a Trenty play. Big favorite at home with Woo on the bump.
Yeah. I can get
I like that one a lot.
I didn't love the slate today at all.
No, I don't love it either. I like the under on the ice. NBA, I think the Celtics close it out. I want your thoughts on OKC. Obviously, you're in full uniform here. Shout out to your boys, first off, for coming through in game 4. I live bet them, I think 150 to win like $500 in the second quarter. And they came through, thought it was dead. SGA, I mean, talk about closing that game out. My goodness.
Yeah, it kind of just felt like the whole squad had the lights up too bright, and SGA just had to bring the whole team back on the earth and take matters into his own hands. But it's going to be a different story tonight with the home crowd. And that's why I think I'm just so fucking confident in Jalen Williams tonight. He's a guy that feeds off the home crowd, and we're yet to have a J-Dub game, despite, he soared over his fantasy score last game, but it was a Mickey Mouse cover because, I mean, he shot, 3 for 15, I think, and he got there with the assists, rebounds, and steals that he had late in the game. But we're yet to see the J-Dub show, and that's why I'm just so confident that it's just the perfect spot.
Are you taking his points? Are you taking his PRA? Fantasy again? Okay.
Fantasy score again.
You think the lights won't be too bright? He thrives off that shit?
Yes.
He loves the energy? Okay.
The moment felt way too big last game. That's why we saw him, take a lot of shots and literally made 2 or 3 of them. I think he went 3 of 15. But tonight it's the J-Dub show. I feel it. I feel it in my fucking plums.
Okay. Hey, nobody knows that team better than you. Straight up.
I said before last game, Thunder were going to win that game. Go back to OKC, win that game. Go back to Dallas, the game I'm at, courtside, lose that game. Go back to OKC, win that game in 7.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. I'm with you. Gosh, what do you think about that guy cashing out potential, almost $2 million
I think
after a win?
I think it's a soft as fuck cash out. Obviously, easy to chirp the guy after he makes a decision, but
Yeah.
I think he could have waited. Why cash out when they're going back home and they're a 5-point favorite?
Yeah, I would have waited for one more game.
Soft as
I would have
mud.
waited for one more game. The fact that he in his video said, if they give me more than 80K, I will cash out, and they gave him exactly 80K on the nose is ridiculous, and nobody's talking about that enough. I mean, these people must be sitting around in the green office just fucking laughing, just having a good old jolly time.
The worst part, he probably could have sold it for double on prop swap.
I'm sure. Yeah. Or there could have been some way to hedge it if you somehow just get to the next round.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know how you watch SGA close that game out. For the first time that series, it felt like the Thunder have a chance and have an edge right this second. And then you cash it out then?
I mean, he's a single dad. Got to give him some slack.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, that's a fucking big come up for the guy and a huge win, whether he cashed out or cashed out the 2 mil. 80K or 2 mil, either way, that's a fucking W. So good for him.
$100 wage.
Yeah, $100, dude. Crazy. The outcomes of the champions for 3 leagues. I mean, come on. That you can't script that. That's a 1 in a million parlay.
He's the biggest Mavs fan tonight.
Sure. Yeah, now he's rooting the fuck against him. I would.
Yeah.
Have to. All right, you gave us a series prediction. Are you taking any straight bets in this game? Are you taking Dallas again for the team?
Oh, yeah. For sure, we'll not
Okay.
have units on OKC.
Yep. You'll even have units on Dallas.
Yeah.
Yep. Has to be done. Okay. Good.
I'm so tired of these series though. The other ones, like this Cavs Celtics, I'm just over it. Like 15-point spread, bro. Like what the fuck do I do with that?
You probably lay it with the Celtics if you have to take
16
something.
now? Dude, when I woke up it was at 14.5.
Sharp.
I haven't
mean,
placed it yet. So
I know the Cavs are hurt, right? Who knows if Donovan Mitchell's playing? That definitely has something to do with it. But in my eyes, a ginormous spread like that in a playoff game makes me want to take the favorite. And I went into the playoffs not wanting a lick to do with the Celtics. I almost took that fucking, field versus the Celtics bet because I'm like, I just don't believe in the juice of this team. I don't believe in the leaders. I don't think they have, the winning attributes like some of these other squads do. They don't have the guys. I hate Jason Tatum going in these post-game pressers bitching and moaning so much, dudes. That rubs off on your team. I hate it. I don't think they have the closers. I don't think they have the glue guys, but we'll see. They have the most talent. How would you say OKC stacks up right now with the rest of the teams left? You think they have a pretty good fucking chance that they can get through this round?
I think they have a shot against the Nuggets.
Nuggets
we
look a little weak. I know they're heating up now, but they've been beatable at least.
We've beaten them, I think, twice in the regular season. Obviously, much different, and Jokic is just on Mars. So that's obviously scary as fuck. But
maybe it was Shaq chirping him on that post-game presser saying it should have been SGA. Ever since then, Jokic has literally looked like Thanos out there on the court.
Literally
unstoppable. I mean, that was crazy to do.
I'm not going to get ahead of myself and say OKC is winning that series.
Okay.
But chat just continues to doubt him every game.
Good. I mean, you couldn't feel better after how they closed that last game out. So, Darius Garland points. What do you think about that tonight?
I'm so out on that fucker guy. I'm so out on that dude. He's a moose.
Even when he cashed last game, I still feel like he lost. I just still feel like he's a loser.
He ended up cashing?
Yeah, he had 30 points in that game.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, late.
Everyone was bitching on feet. Oh, yeah, he splooged.
Late. It wasn't easy. He had 2 points. He scored his first 2 points with like a couple minutes left in the first half. The guy's so mentally fucked in his own head. I mean, maybe the funk is over. I don't know. Maybe he's back after the 30 pace, but I'm with you. Stay away from that guy today.
Surely you're on Tatum. Surely you're on Tatum 3-pointers.
Gooch, bring up that sharp report real quick, will you, brother?
No way.
That's show Trent the deets.
Oh,
yeah,
we got
on there.
2 ducks on pond. Come on, SBR, please.
Come on, SBR.
Yeah, look at that chart, bro. 0 for 9.
I'm in. Now, it was a little juicier to the over on the books this morning, -120. Now it's -115 both ways on green, but you know, people are probably legitimately betting the under on this at this point, right? I feel good about it. I like the over. I like the volume the last couple games. Like if you look at his 3 points attempted, you can tell he's been jacking them. He just hasn't been making them. And after hearing the chirps of him fucking going 2 for 2 and then 0 for 10 in his last 10 threes last game, just like Luka tonight, where he missed that free throw to potentially tie a game. I wouldn't be shocked if Luka goes off tonight. I wouldn't be shocked if Tatum hits his threes tonight.
I fucking hate Luca, dude.
Well, yeah. I mean,
He's
I
the
would too
big.
if I was in a Thunder uni right now.
You should win biggest bitch award.
Just how they play overseas, bro. Translates over here. And people bitch over here too, but like if you watch any of those highlights or Euro games, these dudes are like fighting each other. These dudes are yapping after every single play. Like you think NBA's bad? Just wait till the NBA draft in a couple days when you get to see these highlights. These guys want to like fight each other like they're on fucking hockey ice.
Yeah.
Just yapping, man. Yeah, ridiculous. LeBron does it too. That's the one thing I hate about LeBron. Yapping, bro. All right. How are you getting your coins back before we do the squad ride? How are you reacquiring those $750 today? Because I'm not letting you get off here until we find a winner.
It's literally today's objective is to get my coin back, unless Wenzel Perez fucking goes yard right here, which he struck out. GG.
Trying to talk you into some runs here, but I like that under. I really like Seattle. I like the under on the ice tonight. I'm not saying you got to bet the under, but at least stay away from that over. People hate that play too. They're like, oh, what happens when they pull the goalie? I'm like, they had like 4 empty netters in the last game and it still went under. I feel great about this. I'm going to keep betting the under till it loses. And then Dallas OKC tonight. I'm not betting that shit. I'm sitting back. I'm going to watch it. Maybe take the Mavs in game 6. But I wouldn't be surprised if SGA leads them to another win today.
Yeah, Mavs game 6. I'm sitting courtside.
We know what to do.
I've never seen a more of a system play.
Jack, go ahead and mark that one on your calendars, will you? When is that, Saturday?
Yep.
Mark that one on your calendars, boys. All right. Trent, a pleasure. We're going to run the squad rides here, my man. I'll hop on Surge here in a minute as well. W's.
All right, W's, G's.
Chat, let's run a little squad ride. Let's make this quick. Goots, run that shit. I want to see that train. W's chat, let's lock in here. We got plenty of plays, plenty of options. Night sweats tonight. I texted Shelly. I said I'll hop on tonight if he runs it for sure. So TBD on that. We'll see. Probably. We also have an OKC game tonight, the sweats. Let's run. Nats game is too early. Way too early. Let's run Seattle on the ML. I know it's juicy. I don't care. It's winning. Let's do the Rays plus Chick on the ML. I want this on record again. I think the Twins are fake sharp today. They look like the easiest sharp play on the board. No, we're not taking them. I think Stroman gets a win today, straight up. What else? That under on the ice. Love that play. Colorado, Dallas, under 6.5. I might just keep it at those 3, boys. I might just keep it quality over quantity. I wish I could put that Nats under in. I can't. It starts in 10 minutes. Okay. OKC to cover. I can't. I'm going to sit back and root for that because I don't want to fade them. I don't have the nuts. And I do think they might win today. And then the Mavs end up winning the next 2 or at least 1. Not betting that game. I don't have an NBA play for you guys on the books. Only Tatum. That's the only thing I like today in the NBA. Not going to force quality over quantity. That's how we get the squad ride back to being the best POD on earth. Okay? Keep it simple. Let's do 3 plays today. 3 of my favorite plays. Honorable mention, Nats under, but that starts in 10 minutes or else I'd be in here. All right, but 3 plays, 3 winners for the squad ride. We'll make this quick, 2 minutes. Seattle on the ML, Tampa Bay on the ML, both baseball plays there. And then we're going with the under on the ice, Colorado, Dallas. Nobody wants to fucking bet it. Everyone I've talked to thinks that's the worst bet on fucking history of planet Earth. Ooh, they're going to pull the goalie with 5 minutes left. They literally did that last game, and they had so many empty netters, and they still only scored 6 goals. I could not be less worried. Could not be less worried. 3 plays, 3 winners, chat. Lock in, hurry up, go, 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 go. Seattle ML, Rays ML, and Colorado Dallas under 6.5. Get those votes in. Click the right buttons. Please. Don't just take the hockey play because you want a hockey play. Don't just take a fucking baseball play because it's your team. Lock in a winner. I can tell how sharp and dialed you guys are right now. We need you more locked. And we need better options as well from me. Goes both ways. Okay? Stay locked. Pick the winner. Pick the play where I sold the shit out of it today. And I wish it was that Nats under, but we can't put it in. Tigers bases cocked. Trent, if you want to come up here and sweat that, yeah, feel free.
Love of Ma, dude.
Yeah, get up here.
SBR.
Get up here.
Please. I wish I would have known no Riley Green today.
Mm,
Would have been nice.
yeah. Card is just useless. Might as well use it as toilet paper now.
That ass.
Can we get W replays? Here, we'll pull up the stat sheet. This will be good enough for you guys, chat.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think we got a
We got
mouth.
2 outs. We got bases cocked. We have an opportunity. Let's change a life. Let's make something happen here, chat. 0-0
Nice.
count.
Urshela.
Yeah, Gio's at the plate. He can't hit for shit. We're going to need to get lucky here.
Didn't even know he was still in the league.
He is, and yep, that's because he never gets hits. Come on. Chat, get this squad ride votes in. If you're watching on YouTube, come to the Twitch and lock in your votes. And foul ball swinging at cheese. That's low. The base is loaded.
Jeez, dog.
Raise ML. I like that, chat. Plus chicken. Plus chicken. Let's go back to the bases cocked. We'll sweat this out and then we'll pivot.
Raise money
Come
line
on.
squad ride.
Raise ML. Tampa Bay.
Holy cheese, bro. What the fuck, Gio? And K. GG.
Waste of fucking time, man.
Wasted.
Waste of fucking time. Unbelievable. Chat, thanks for sticking with us. All right. Trent's starting up the third stream right now as we speak. His Thunder play tonight. Come on, give him a winner. Give him a PrizePicks square for that game. He might want to fucking tail it. All right. Bring the energy. Bring the winners. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing. Peace, guys.